Hi, Samantha. Hello. Hi, Samantha. Hello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Samantha Uncut, where I discuss celebrity news, hot topics, reality TV, and so much more. All commentary is alleged and, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Hey, everyone. I hope you all are having an amazing morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. This is Samantha Uncut, and I'm back with some Love and Marriage Huntsville updates. Y'all know that the show is not on right now, but they're allegedly filming season 10. I don't know how true that is, but the cast, obviously, they're still getting themselves in trouble, and the latest is Marsau Scott. So I'm going to get into that. And before anyone start with me in the comments, I am not reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, the show, but anything that happened with the cast off the show in their real-time life, I'm going to report on it. So I don't want to hear anyone saying, oh, you're a millimeter. Why are you still reviewing the show? Why are you still talking about the show? It's content. I do content on reality TV shows. I started my channel doing Love and Marriage Huntsville. So if there's something that's going on with them when it comes to court or any arrest or anything like that, I am going to talk about it, especially when it comes to the people who treated Melody bad or they tried to act like they didn't know what was going on with Martell. I'm going to talk about them. So yeah, I'm glad I want to get that out the way because I don't want to get anyone confused with why I'm reporting on this and for anyone to feel some kind of way. So that's that. But before we do, y'all know what to do. Don't forget to like, share, comment on this video, and make sure you follow me on my social media platforms on TikTok and on Instagram. All information will be listed in the description bar as usual. So let's get into this. Marsau being arrested. The article that I'm going to be reading from is the Urban Belle magazine, but I first saw the story on Instagram from How I See It page. She was the first one I saw it from this morning. So shout out to her. But the article from Urban Belle says Love and Marriage Huntsville star Marsau Scott is the latest in a long line of cast members to have a run-in with police. Marsau was arrested Friday evening in Huntsville, Alabama. Marsau arrest stems from an alias warrant for aggressive speeding. And as you can see on the screen, that is the full report. He was arrested. That is his picture, because I don't want him coming to say, oh, that's not my picture, like how his brother tried to say that wasn't him when other people were reporting on him and his alleged prior arrest. And he's saying that it wasn't him. That on the screen is Marsau Javon Scott, who was arrested in Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama, on Friday, March 28th. He was arrested and he was released the same day. The reason why I'm reading from the Urban Belle magazine article is because Urban Belle usually come with it. They usually come with their facts. They fact check things. So I'm confident in what I'm reading from them. So the article goes on to say, in Alabama, an alias warrant is issued when a person fails to appear for a speeding ticket in a traffic court. The ticket pertained to aggressive speeding, which in Alabama means Marsau received the ticket for driving at least 25 miles per hour over the reported speed limit. Marsau was booked in the Madison County Jail on March 28th at 9:26 p.m. A few hours later at 11:15 p.m., he was released on a $300 bond. According to Alabama court records, this is not the first speeding ticket for Marsau. Marsau received speeding tickets in 2008, 2009, 2018, and 2020. this is his first time having a warrant issued for missing an appearance. So while Marsau likes to act like he is Mr. Perfect, he's squeaky clean, we all know that's not true. But when it comes to the law, he likes to look down on other people. Even though this is a speeding ticket, I mean, he has had multiple speeding tickets, so he's not a stranger to having run-ins with the police. And the way he likes to look down on other people who has had run-ins with the police, this is quite interesting, but it's not shocking for me because I mean it's like the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville. They're all in the Olympics to see who can get the better mugshot. The article further goes on to say that this is the fourth arrest for a Love and Marriage Huntsville cast member since January of 2024. Previously, Marsau's brother Maurice Scott was arrested for a DUI on Memorial Day weekend of 2024. Destiny Payton was arrested for identity theft charge, and Martel Holt was arrested on a DV harassing communication charge. Martel was convicted and he is appealing his conviction. Martel's appeal will be heard this May 2025. Meanwhile, the state dropped Maurice's DUI charges. And mind you, Maurice's charges were dropped allegedly based on a technicality. So for me, he still did what he did, and I'll never forget how he took no responsibility for what he did, and there was no accountability from anyone on his part. But yet when Melody tried to hold him accountable, it was a big deal, and it was this big uproar, like she shouldn't have said anything. And regardless of whether he was driving, if he got a DUI, he's saying that he was not drinking. Okay, fine, you weren't drinking, but you were under the influence of something, or they suspected that you were under the influence of something, and the charges were dropped based on the technicality because you allegedly did not provide a breathalyzer, and there was some other administrative technicality why the charges were dropped. So that's that. We know that Destiny's case is still ongoing, so they also have an upcoming case as well. She also had Liberic arrested for DV harassment as well. That was also dropped. Who else? We got Ken, who is a new cast member. Allegedly, he's on probation right now, and he was also arrested for allegedly trafficking the green trees. Letitia Scott also has a mugshot as well. If you guys didn't know, she has a mugshot from back in the day as well. And this is not Marsau's first time having a mugshot. He had a mugshot back in 2012 where he was charged with obstructing government operations. And at the time he was 32. He is obviously now 45. So Marsau is no different than the other individuals on that show of the cast. It looks like it's a criteria for you to have a mugshot to be on that show, and thank God Melody is no longer on that show. And for me, I feel like this is a storyline for them because they don't want to talk about the whole Tisha sleeping with, or allegedly sleeping with, Martel's friend. They don't want to talk about the alleged mistress that came out for Marsau. They don't want to talk about any of that. So I truly feel that they would go out and get themselves arrested so that they can have a storyline. And if the show was to come back and this is not discussed on the show, then it's like, what is the point of having the show? What is the point of being on that show and not showing your reality? Because the same way that they did not talk about Maurice's DUI, I feel like this would be an instance where they wouldn't talk about Marsau because they have this alleged pact with Carlos King not to talk about their real lives. It's ridiculous. And regardless, it doesn't even matter to me because, again, Melody is gone and I don't really find these people interesting enough, which is why sometimes something may happen with them and I don't report on it because they're just not that interesting for me. I mean, I see some posts about what they're doing, but they're just not that interesting for me to really report on. But when it comes to something like an arrest, I will definitely report on that because it is a serious matter. Like anything that involves the law or you getting arrested or anything like that and having a mugshot, for me, I find that to be very serious. So I do take that seriously, and I'll report on that. I am hoping that this wasn't done for a storyline, but a big part of me believed that it was done for a storyline, and it is what it is. I want to hear from you guys. Do you guys think that this was done for a storyline? And if the show comes back, do you think that they will talk about this on the next season of the show? Not that I'll be watching, but I just want to hear your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share, and I'll see you guys in my next video.